If you're trying to avoid the prices of Newport Beach and Laguna Beach, but you want a larger home and easy access to the coast, then look no further than this city. Let's check out the numbers for Laguna Hills. It's Andrew Parker, your real estate agent here in sunny Southern California, helping you with your real estate needs. If you or anyone you know is looking to buy or sell around Orange County, feel free to reach out. I would be happy to help. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you find it useful. It helps me out a ton. Let's dive into Market Monday. All right, let's get things started with the new listings brought to the market in February of 2022 for Laguna Hills. This past February, we were at 35 new listings brought to the market. That was up from 30 in January, but that is an 18% decrease year over year from February of 2021. So if we check out the bar graph here, you can see where we are. We've been trending down for a little bit. And quite frankly, we are under what we would like to see for the new listings around this time of year. Now, the active listings in Laguna Hills did go up. We are up to 38 from 30 in January. That is still 25% down from February of 2021. So we are starting to see a little bit of a ramp up in terms of the active listings, homes that you can actually buy right now on the market for the spring. This is pretty standard. That's why we see a lot of these humps throughout the year. It usually starts in the spring, goes through the summer, and then falls back down during the winter and the new year. So ideally, we will see that for this year so that we can get a little bit more active inventory available for purchase for our buyers. Now, our pending sales fell by one house. So these are the homes that are currently in escrow in the process of being purchased. We went from 24 in January down to 23 in February. That is about a quarter less than what we saw in February of 2021. So we are under what we would like to see. But as I mentioned beforehand, and what should be kind of the theme of the video, is we are about to be starting the spring. We are just now starting it. And it's important to note that usually in the spring, inventory and transactions pick up. So if you are a buyer, get prepared to purchase a home, get your finances in order, whether you're going to be using a loan or using cash. And then if you're a seller and you're thinking about moving, now is a good time where inventory, homes that you can purchase instead of living in the one that you're in, are starting to ramp up. So you really want to be prepared to not only purchase a new home, but most importantly, sell your current home so that you can have the funds necessary to do so. Now, our median days on market is down to 7. That's a 30% decrease from February of 2021. But if we look at our average, we're seeing a little bit of a different trend. Over the past 6 months or so, we have seen a pretty steady incline in terms of our average days on market. This means that homes are on average are taking a little bit longer to sell. So that's important to note if you're a buyer and a seller, because the market is taking a little bit longer. But at the same time, we're still 26.5% less than what we saw in 2021. So as a seller, you can still make a ton of money really, really quickly. And if you're looking to do so, now is the time to get at it. Now, our month supply of inventory is up to 1.1 month supply. So that is still super, super low. We are definitely still in a seller's market. Remember, a balanced market is said to be around 5 to 6 months supply of inventory. We are down 21.4% from what we were at in 2021. But something to note here, if you look at this graph, you can see that most years we see a bit of a hump. In fact, if I expand this out to the max, which I think is around 15 to 14 years, you will see that there is usually a hump each year, which is the cyclical nature of inventory and the month supply of inventory. But if we look back to 2021, that hump basically did not exist. And I think the real question that we're going to try to find out is, will that hump show up for 2022? Reason being, for 2021, I think a lot of the reason why this hump didn't exist was mostly because we saw so much demand and so little inventory. So for 2022, we might see a stabling out of the market, going back to a little bit what we should expect for a normal market, where the month supply of inventory goes up during the spring and summer months and then falls back down later. It'll be interesting to track it and see what happens as we move into the spring, because last year we did not see that at all, and it made it super, super competitive for all of our buyers out there. Now, the price per square foot at the median level actually fell over the months. It went from up at $584 per square foot in January down to $528. However, that still is about 17% more than what it was in 2021. And then if we check out the average, we see kind of the same trend. It did fall from $585 down to $550, still about 17 or 18% above what it was in 2021. Now, how much are buyers willing to spend over or under the original sales price? Well, at the median level, we are seeing homes sell for around 4.6% over the original sales price. And then if we go up to the average, it is now at 6.3% over. So that's super exciting for the sellers out there. Buyers, that means you're going to have some wiggle room in terms of what you're trying to negotiate for, because you won't be able to go under most likely. And for sellers, it still is important to properly price your property. Say that 5 times fast. Because if you don't, you will not drive the bidding wars that are ramping all of these prices up. Demand is so much stronger than anything in this market right now in terms of what will increase your sales price, and it's really important to bring as much demand as possible. Best way of doing that is to make sure that you properly price your property. Now, median sales price shot up to $1,184,000. That is a 42% increase from what we saw in February of 2021. And if we go to the average, we are at $1.2 million for the average sales price in Laguna Hills, and that is a 1.9% decrease actually from what we saw in February of 2021. That's been Market Monday. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Also, be sure to follow Andrew Parker Realty on all social media for more property tours, market updates, and real estate tips. And finally, if you have any questions or comments of your own, be sure to leave them in the comment section below or shoot me a DM. I would be happy to respond or make a video answering the questions that you guys have. All right, I'll see you in the next one.